Hi, my name is Patrick and this is Prep Mindful, your daily video practice in mindful test prep, coming at you today with an ACT math question. This question was number 28 on test 59F from 2003. Let's take a look. If 2x squared plus 6x equals 36, what are the possible values of x? Now right there, pause it, pause the video. Why not take a shot at it yourself? And then when you're done, you can unpause the video and watch the explanation. But for now, we're going to dive in. All right, so we have 2x squared plus 6x equals 36. Right off the bat, I see that all of the terms have a 2 in them, right? So it's only going to make my life simpler to factor out a 2. So I'm going to divide the whole shebang-a-bang by 2. So that's going to leave me with x squared plus 3x equals 18. All right, cool. Well, I'm very close to this form of ax squared plus bx plus c, right? Which you may be familiar with when you learn the quadratic formula. But I'm not quite there because I don't have all my terms on the same side of the equation. So I'll subtract 18 from both sides. That way I have x squared plus 3x minus 18 equals 0. And now it's time to do some factoring. So we're going to want to break this up into two binomials, right? We're going to have these two-term expressions that multiply together to equal 0. All right, well, one of the helpful ways that you can start to figure out what these numbers are going to be would be to list the factors of 18. So you would have 1, 18, 2, 9, 6, and 3, right? Because the numbers in these slots need to multiply to equal negative 18. And the other thing we know when we're factoring is that they have to add up to equal positive 3. So we need two numbers that multiply to equal negative 18 and add up to equal positive 3. Okay, well, which one of these pairs has a difference of 3 between them? Well, that would be the 6 and the 3, right? And since we want positive 3 to be what they add up to, then the 6 should be positive and the 3 should be negative. 6 times negative 3 is negative 18, and 6 plus negative 3 is 3. So perfect. We have x plus 6, x minus 3. Now they're asking us what are the possible values of x. We have these two binomials and they multiply to equal 0, which means one of them's got to equal 0, right? If two things are being multiplied and it equals 0, then one of those things must have been 0. Cool? So we see x plus 6 might equal 0 and x minus 3 might equal 0. Well, if x plus 6 equals 0, then x would be negative 6, and if x minus 3 equals 0, then x would be 3. So the values of x that would work for that equation are negative 6 and 3. We go to the answer choices, haha, and it was hiding in G. On this test, whenever you have an opportunity to factor something out of all of the terms in an equation or even one side of an equation, you should do so. It's never going to hurt you. You will never get a question wrong because you factored, but you might get confused or an incorrect answer because you didn't factor. Which is why right off the top, we factored a 2 out of everything, dividing the whole equation by 2 and giving ourselves simpler terms to work with. Then we got all the terms on one side of the equation so that the other side equation was equal to 0. We factored into the two binomials, and since that was set equal to 0, one of those two had to equal 0, and we found the two values of x that would make that true. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, subscribe to our channel. My name is Patrick, and this has been Prep Mindful.